My name is Tom Mulligan. I'm a publican here for the last 33 years. When I came here, we were an early morning house. We used to have televisions, pool tables, dartboards. We got rid of all that in the early 90s and concentrated on the promotion of traditional music and the culture of Ireland. A lot of younger, upcoming singers, songwriters, musicians have got a kind of a start here because we have a function room in the back there that we use as a venue. Like Ye Vagabonds would have played here, John Francis Flynn, Lankum, and there's a few others coming along as well. Well, the pub, the original licence that was here came around the 1600s when Smithfield Square was laid out, and it was at the time it was the subject of a lot of property speculation. People had gone in and done deals behind everyone's back when this was set up before St. Stephen's Green. You know, this was laid out. Yeah, well, yes, we deliberately brought music in here because we saw a change coming in the whole area at the time. We saw new buildings going up, apartment blocks where what was being concentrated on, and new shops and offices going up. So we knew there was a time coming that this would all change. So we brought music in 7 nights a week. Smithfield has changed dramatically. The housing that you see on the left-hand side, Smithfield Terrace and part of North King Street, they were all built when I came here. Mainly family homes when everything was kind of going right in the housing situation. The right-hand side of the square was a series of car scrapyards and yards where you would buy vegetables and fruit and that sort of thing. There was a few garages around that fixed cars. On the left-hand side was the Jameson distillery, which was derelict for a while, but it has come back in another format now. We have fantastic musicians come in here who are passing by, and all because there is no television here, and it has a reputation for continuous live music. The pandemic has, it was very hard to get through the pandemic because we were used to dealing with people, and our lives were centred around people coming in here, listening to music, having a chat, depending on where you were from. So that all stopped, you know, and I took up walking. I learned how to make beer. I took an interest in photography, and I played a bit of music. So all those things kind of, I suppose, progressed me a lot. But I certainly missed the actual physical and social contact that was going on prior to the pandemic. In taking over the Cobblestone, I think the greatest achievement is to have a centre for music and Irish culture operating here, and it was kind of it exceeded all my expectations of when we started out. I thought maybe we would get a couple of years and then we would go bust, and that was the risk at the time. But I think that is the singular achievement here, is that people come here because they know there is something going on here. The musicians that have started here have gone on to bigger and better things. I can't think of any negative thing about starting this off. There was lean days here at the start, and people come in here, there was no television, no football, and they went elsewhere. But we stuck to our guns here, and it was a success story in another way, mainly cultural.